All right, guys, we're going to go to day 15 on the top of page 79. We're going to look at some order of operations. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So the first thing we do is we do what's in parentheses. And that's multiplication. Everything goes left to right, especially within those parentheses. Then we look at the exponents. There's no exponents in here, so you're good. Then we do multiplication and division. Again, you're starting in order from left to right, and then you're going to add and subtract left to right. I'm going to do two examples here. Number 1, 5 plus 7 times 3. What we need to do first is what's in parentheses. So 5 plus 7 equals 12. And then we do the multiplication. But what if you're just adding here? We're supposed to multiply before we add. You do all the stuff in parentheses first. So 12 times 3 equals 36. Now, I'm going to ask you guys for right now to skip. If you're going to do it, I would skip number 6, I would skip number 9, I would skip number 11, and I would skip number 12. We have not gotten into brackets, and even number 3. We haven't gotten into brackets. So don't even worry about it. And then let's get number 5, 72 divided by 8 in parentheses plus 12. First thing you do is we're going to do what's in parentheses. So 72 divided by 8 equals 9. 9 plus 12 equals 21. All right. But what about something like number 4? Number 4. Hey guys, I'm making a video. You know I can hear you. So what about this? Something like this where we have 2 sets of parentheses. Well, you're going to do 15, we're going to do them left to right. So the parentheses from left to right. 15 times 2 equals 30. Divided by, what's 2 times 3? 6. 30 divided by 6 equals 5. 5 times 6 equals 30. So do what's in some parentheses first. I'll put this on Google Classroom so you have your order of operations. Always start with the parentheses first. Now, the next part you're going to do, it says write any missing periods, question marks, exclamation marks, commas, quotation marks, or capitalization in each sentence. Remember, you capitalize proper nouns. That's the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. And we look at the 4 types of sentences. Oh my gosh. What happened? Don't jump over the bush, please. I'm recording. Don't jump over the bush. James just fell in a bush. Like, I might as well just show you. Like, legit fell into the bush. Let me know if you can see it. But he fell in the bush. All right, so let's finish this last part here. We're going to cover a lot of things with this section. We're going to look first at quotation marks. We know quotation marks are marks that go around words that are being said. We're going to, this is not my finest video, and we're letting it go. Okay, so next thing you're going to look at is, so we know the quotation marks, 4 types of sentences. Our declarative sentences, which gives information, ends with a period. So, it gives a statement, it ends in a period. It is a bright and sunny day. That is a declarative sentence. Now, an imperative sentence is giving a demand. So, those can end in exclamation marks and periods. And take the trash out, period. Take the trash out. That's giving a demand. That's imperative. Stop! With an exclamation mark. That is, you're giving a lot of, you have a lot of feeling, but you're telling somebody to do something. So it's imperative. Interrogative, that's asking a question. Always ends in a question mark. Are you going to the game tonight? No, the game is canceled. All right, and exclamation or exclamatory. That is a sentence that has strong emotion. So it ends in an exclamation mark. Wow, you won! Exclamation mark. So we're gonna look at some of those. Looking at our commas. Commas tell the reader when to pause. They go in the middle of some sentences. Periods, quotation marks is around what people say. I'm putting all of this on Google Classroom. Question marks, exclamation marks. So let's take a look at, oh, I skipped that. Nate, do you have the map of our town ask kit? Well, first of all, Nate, somebody's talking to Nate, so we're gonna start our quotation marks. Nate, do you have the map of our town? So, do you have the map of our town as kit? We're gonna have a comma right here. And then the rest of our quotation mark, ask kit with a period at the end. Ignore my scribble here. So, Nate, do you have the map of our town? That's where they're speaking. And then we end that sentence with a period. Even though they're asking the question, it's in the quotation marks. So, number 18, Wayne exclaimed, I won first prize in the pie baking contest. Wow, that's exciting. So Wayne exclaimed, comma, that's going after our little tag. This is telling who's talking and how they're speaking. I won first prize in the pie baking contest. And actually we can put that exclamation mark inside that quote. So, you won first prize. Great job. So that is strong emotion. We're going to show that. And then our final part of day 15 is reading the passage, then answer the questions. Science experiments. Okay, follow along. I'm going to read it, and then you're going to go back and be the text detective and reread it for the details and add them. So scientists learn about the world by conducting experiments. They take careful notes about the instruments they use and the results they find. Don't jump, James. James, don't jump. They take careful notes about the instruments they use and the results they find. They share their discoveries with others so that everyone learns more about their subjects. You can do experiments too. The library has many books with safe experiments that use balloons, water, or baking soda. You can learn how light travels or why marbles roll down a ramp. Ask an adult to help you choose and set up an experiment and to watch to make sure you are being safe. Be sure to clean up the area and wash your hands afterwards. Take good notes about your work. By changing one thing, the next time you do the experiment, you may get a completely different result. The important thing is not to worry if your results are not what you expected. Some of the greatest scientific discoveries in the world were made by accident. So number 21 says, what is the main idea of the passage? We've looked at that. What is the whole passage mostly about? And you go to any of those sentences, is it part of that? It's an umbrella. Our main idea is the umbrella over the whole passage. So is this whole paragraph or this whole passage mostly about children can do experiments as long as they are safe? Or is it B, scientists often make mistakes that lead to great discoveries? Or is it C, you should always take good notes when conducting an experiment? So go back and find that. Number 22, what kinds of information do scientists write in their notes? It's in the text. What happens when scientists share their findings with others? Also in the text. And why should you ask an adult to help? Also in the text. But remember, when you are writing back in complete sentences, you're going to turn that question into a restate. So what kinds of information do scientists write in their notes? Scientists write, or the kinds of information that scientists write in their notes is, so remember, change that question into a statement to answer. Okay, good luck, guys.